Can you sit down? So we're gonna do some body lock passing today. Can you face me like in a seated guard? So whenever you're approaching like someone for the body lock pass for a seated guard, you don't want to just like walk in like this with your head up high, because he's gonna lock you in some sort of like shin to shin guard or delihiva or something like that. You don't want him to access your legs and get sticky to you. Okay. So what I want to do is, can you just sit like this and sit up? Yeah. So he's gonna sit like this. I want to get my head on his level, right? So that when I come in, if he tried to come in for a guard, he's gonna end up headbutting me, right? And he can't really get in there. So I'm gonna lower my body to his head, and one of the easiest ways you can do this is you can just like give him a little push, right? And that's gonna make his hand go on the floor and make his other hand come up and separate his elbow and his knee right here. So I'm just gonna push him down to the floor, and then I'm gonna level change my entire body, bring my elbows back in like this, and I'm gonna shoot my hands through here as I bring my head in. Now, everyone come on this side for a second. I don't wanna lock my hands like in the center of his back here. I always want one long arm and one short arm, right? So whichever side my head is on, the opposite side is my long arm. So if my head is on the right side, my left arm is my long arm and my right arm is my short arm, okay? So from the beginning, he's sitting up, right? Get your hand off the floor. I lower my head so my head is right in his way. I'm gonna push him a little bit so he has to touch the floor. Right here, I'm gonna lower my level and retract my elbows to my side so that I can shoot my hands underneath both his arms here, and I'm gonna drive my way into the body lock. I need to make sure that I have a long arm and a short arm, and I'm gonna lock my hands. He's a little bigger, right? So I'm gonna take an S grip here, and I'm gonna drive him down to the floor. I'm gonna bring my knees tight to his butt, okay? I wanna drive his heel into his butt here. Now from here, I keep my elbows pinched in, and I'm gonna sprawl my legs out. So I'm gonna do basically the Spider-Man that we do in the beginning of class, right? You guys always hate this one. Now you know why we do it, okay? So I'm gonna come from like knees tight to his body. I'm gonna sprawl my center leg to the side and step up my right leg like this, and at the same time, I'm gonna bring my body a little bit towards the side of my head like this, okay? Now from here, I'm gonna run his body to the side, because if I leave his knee facing the ceiling and I try and like step over it, you have to be insanely flexible to get over the top here, right? So what I wanna do is I wanna run his leg down towards the floor, and then I start walking my knee until my knee is higher than his. Once it's higher than his, I'm gonna bring my knee down into the space right here, and I'm gonna bring my head to the other side. Okay, so at the same time as I bring my knee down, I bring my head to the other side here. The reason I bring my head to the other side is because if I was here, he's able to get up and he's gonna start pushing me away or being able to like elevate me with a butterfly hook or something like that. I wanna pin his shoulder down with my head, right? So I'm here, I have the body lock, I step up, I bring my knee down and I bring my head over, and that's gonna prevent him from coming up and like getting an underhook or getting a butterfly hook and off balancing me with that shoulder, okay? So now I forced a half guard, and we're gonna have to pass the half guard, but we're gonna stop here for now and then we'll go over what to do later. Okay, so from the beginning, I'm here, right? I get my head on the same level of his head, right? I give him a little push so he's gotta touch the floor. Then I'm gonna lower my level, retract my elbows, and shoot in like this. Have one long arm, one short arm, drive him down. Bring my knees to his butt right here. Pinch my elbows. I'm gonna sprawl one leg down, one leg up. Walk, 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 walk. Make sure that his knee is facing like towards the wall over here, and not facing the ceiling, which makes it difficult to step over. So I'm gonna run him to the side, pinch my elbows, walk, walk, walk. Bring this down as I bring my head to the other side here, and this is where we'll stop for now. So that he can't like engage me in any sort of guard, I take a cross post on his leg, and it's like an upside down grip like this, like a thumbs down grip. Right, so we're here, I'm gonna grab here, and then I grab his shoulder, and then, now just don't move for a second. If I just do this and circle around, I'm gonna take his back and do like all sorts of awful things. That's a great pass to do also, right? Especially if your opponent doesn't react. So head in the same level, grab, grab, and we start circling. But now, exactly, he's gonna put that hand on the floor and he's gonna start pivoting into me. So I come here, he starts pivoting into me. The moment he does that, I'm gonna lower my level again. I'm gonna do my drop step. And a lot of you were asking me how you don't get stuck in closed guard. If I dove both of my legs in between his forward, he's gonna trap me in closed guard every single time. I have to have at least one in, one out like this, okay? I can't dive both of my legs into the center. I get trapped in the closed guard every time. So when I shoot for the body lock, this other leg is out here, and that way when I go, I can shove his knee to his butt right here, all right? So I approach with my head in the same level. I get that cross grip on his leg, post on his shoulder. I start circling. He goes to match me. I lower my level, retract my elbows, shoot them right here. One leg's in, one leg's out. I do my drop step, long arm, short arm on the body lock, pinch the elbows, drive my knees to his butt. Now, before we did the version where we sprawl and walk the leg, now we're gonna be here. We're gonna shove this right knee towards the center line as much as we can. And now, if you look, both of my legs are in front of the one shin now. So before, his shin was here, right? So I shoved my knee to the inside like this, and look how his shin goes over both of my legs now, right? So now I'm gonna pass and I'm gonna get to side control and not get stuck in the half guard. Okay, so from the beginning, I'm gonna come here, grab, start circling, he starts circling. I lower my level, I get my body lock here, I shove his knees to his butt, I pinch my elbows, head pressure. Now on the same side as my head, I run that knee towards his butt and I scoot my other leg out until I feel his shin across my waist here and that I'm on one side of his body. So then from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start circling the same way. So I kind of sprawl out like this and I come over the top, I bring my knee and my head the same way I did before. But now look, I can pass into side control instead of getting stuck in the half guard because I caught his shin on my far leg like this rather than in between my legs. Okay, so one more time. Head on the same level, grab the ankle grip, grab the shoulder grip, start circling. He starts following, I let go, I retract my elbows, I shoot in, I get my long arm and short arm, I shove my knees to his butt, I bring my knee nice and tight to his, and then I clear my other leg so that this is across my waist rather than his foot being in between my legs. All right, sit up for a second so I get the body lock. Okay, now I drive him down, I keep my elbows pinched just like before, I hit that same sprawl, I walk, I get my knee over the top, I bring my knee down and my head to the other side, and at the same time, this leg is gonna skip right into his hip here, and I come into side control rather than the half guard. This is also a great pass from the knees also, right? You don't have to be on the feet, especially if someone like has gotten you into some sort of butterfly guard, right? So let's say he's like got you in the worst kind of butterfly guard where he's got double underhooks and better head position than you. One of my favorite ways to clear this is basically I'm gonna like put both of my arms here and I'm gonna round my back like a cat and I'm gonna pull my elbows until I have a tie clinch. Now, I'm gonna drive my forearms forward, like my elbows forward, my hands back as I round my back till I get here. Once this happens, I'm gonna give him a little push like this and then I'm gonna bring my elbows back and I'm gonna come to my body lock, right? Make sure that I have one long arm, one short arm, I'm pinching the elbows, and I'm gonna drive him back until his heels are in his butt. Now, I can do either one of the passes that we did before, right? So I can come here and I can sprawl to one side and start walking my leg and do this one and come to like a forced half guard, right? Or I can get here and I can start shoving one knee to the butt and stepping this one through and getting this so it's cleared onto both legs, right? So his leg is across my hips instead of in between my legs. And then I can do the second one where I come over and I clear and come here, okay? So it's the same two passes we just did, right? But just a different setup. So we're on the knees, he's got butterfly guard, he's got good hooks. So I'm gonna bring both my arms in, I'm gonna sit back on my heels, I'm gonna pull my elbows into here until I get like a tie clinch. My hands are not on the base of his neck, it's on the, like right above where his head starts like coming out. Right, so you see how like his cranium starts coming out here? That's right where I want to put my hands in a tie clinch. My elbows are pinched. I'm driving my elbows forward, my hands back as I round my back like a cat. Then I break his guard. I come here, I drop my head, my arms come down, long arm, short arm, right? Walk my knees to his butt, pinch the elbows, keep the pressure with my head, right? Now I can either sprawl and walk, or I can bring the knee in, clear the one leg, and then again, walk, and then clear into side control rather than half guard. Now, one thing about clearing the side control here, if I like relinquish this grip and come up right away, he can re-guard pretty easily here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, sit up for a second so I can get the guard. What I'm gonna do is the moment I pass, I'm gonna run his hips this way so that they're facing this direction, so it's much harder for him to re-guard before I let go of the body lock, okay?